Hi, welcome back to my motivational audio series. You may have said this to someone, or someone may have told you this: work smart, don't work hard. You may have heard this phrase quite a bit. What is this all about, smart work? We do many things every day, and we do them in a particular way, either because someone has shown us this way or because we have been doing it this way for as long as we can remember. But have you wondered any time whether it is the best way? How many times in your day do you ask the question, why is it this way? Why can't it be another way? Let me explain more by giving you a few examples. Some people take a competitive exam the first time and they don't get a very high score. Disappointed by their poor performance, they decide to take the test again and they work very hard, but again they don't score very high. This time they get frustrated and some may even take it for the third time, but again they score low. What these people are doing are two typical mistakes. Mistake 1. They think that their low score is attributable to either challenging questions they had seen on the test, or a bad book they had used for the test, or simply bad luck. What they forget to ask themselves is whether their methodology was right. Are they applying the right strategies to cracking the test, or are they simply reading the book from start to end without analyzing? Mistake 2. Many think that a low score in an exam is denial to their life's futures. They think that acing the test is everything and spend lots and lots of time preparing and retaking the test, instead of devising plans to get to where they want to go with the score they got. If they were to look seriously, there would be perhaps many good schools that accept their score. In another instance, I have had many people come to me and say, "Oh, I've been applying for jobs for the past 1 month and I haven't gotten even a call from a HR or a recruiter." The problem here is every day they use their old resume that they had written using one of their buddies' resume as a reference and apply on common websites like Monster, Dice, etc. Little do they realize that their not getting calls has got something to do with their resume. When I pointed to one of my friends, Jani, that her resume could be an issue why she is not getting the calls, she immediately responded saying that she has used her friend's resume as a template, and further goes on to say that everyone she knows of writes the resume in the same format. Then I simply told her that this was the exact problem. Your resume is typical and one among the thousands of resumes of people with comparable skills, and when recruiters look at your resume, they are not finding anything unique and they pass on without contacting you. I'll give you one more popular example. Many have experienced the recent housing market boom and busts. If you look back, even in 2006, people were jumping in and buying houses left and right without thinking how much they are paying for the house. And when the market crashed later on in the future, the equity or the value of the house eroded, and they have made simply a poor investment. You need not be a smart or super intelligent person to act smart. All you need is common sense. When everyone is buying a particular stock in the stock market, let's say, and which makes the price of the stock to rise, you shouldn't jump in to buy that because it is precisely the time to sell the stock. In one more instance, when you know that the rush hour is from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. in the morning, it doesn't make sense to join the traffic during that time. A slight shift in your work timings is all you need to act smart and avoid the time waste in sitting in the traffic. That's why sometimes you hear stories of people with little resources or poor education make it big in their lives because they are street smart. So you may ask, how do you act smart? How does one act smart? So next time when you start a new task or take on a new challenge, sit back and chart a strategy. You have to consider the following items before you act. What kind of effort does it take to achieve the task? 2. How do people typically do the task? 3. Why do people do it the way they do it? 4. Is there a quicker or smarter way to do the task? 5. What new resources are available to do the task effectively? And 6. What are your strengths and weaknesses? After you have gone through all these items, then you have to make a plan and adhere to the plan and achieve your result. I'll explain the application of these points by giving one example. Let's say our friend John is preparing for the GMAT test. So the first thing he should do is understand what effort does it take to ace the test, how much time he should spend studying every day and for how long. Then he should ask his friends or those who have taken the test, see how they have done it, how they have cracked the test, or he should look into forums and see how people have done it previously, and then analyze the pros and cons of each of their suggested study methods. Then he should ask himself if he could figure out a quicker way of achieving a higher score on the test. In the next step, he should look for new resources like new books, new practice tests. Always, one should equip oneself with the latest information. It is foolish to use obsolete information. It is like driving your car with a flat tire. No matter how much you push the gas pedal, the car can go only up to so much speed. Then, John should analyze his strengths and weaknesses and design a plan and adhere to the plan. He should track his progress and adjust his plan accordingly. This methodology could be applied to any task in life. It all starts with the simple question of asking why it is done in this way and how could I do it in an effective and quicker way. The bottom line here is, don't just do things because someone else does it that way. Think and understand why things are done in a particular way and see if you can come up with a smart strategy that will enable you to do the task efficiently. Always ask the question, why? And it is the single most important question everyone should ask whenever they start a task. This brings us to the end of this audio session. Stay tuned for more to come. Thank you.